Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the injurious part of the soil organism. We just had the useful activities by the soil organism, but Zyra roses have spines, prickles. So in this case, they had positive activities. Now these are the harmful effects. What kind of harms they can cause crops to us. The first thing, we take damages to the plants. This is most important. Rodents, moles, mollusks, snails, ants, termites, slugs, or serious pests of wheat, potato, and other plants, Limonia planorbus or Lamicidus, seriously damage aquatic plants including rice. They also damage the terrestrial plants, aquatic plants. You can see these are the ants which are using the leaves. Ants damage roots of plants. They also transfer aphids from one plant to another plant. This is their most serious and symbiotic role with the aphids. Golden cyst nematodes damage crop roots. Parasitic organisms destroy plant roots. Cutworms, armyworms damages root shoots near the soil by feeding them as a food. You could have seen sometime when you plant the seedling of vegetable in a field. In the morning, you see that the seedling has been cut near the soil surface, just like we cut it with a scissor. This is done by cutworms, which is lying there in the root zone. If you simply dig it out smart with a certain woody or certain anything, you would see a black colored larva is there, which is cutting this. So termites cause great damages to both dead and living plants. Termite खुदर मशहूर दिखना जी. They destroy sugarcane crops and other crops. Even they would utilize your papers in the library. Whatever come, they are voracious pest. Microflora plant diseases. Soil-borne microflora causes various diseases such as wilting off, damping off, root rots, club rots of cabbage, onions, mustards, cotton, tomato, cucurbits, and other ornamental plants also. The causative organisms are generally Aspergillus, Fusarium, Alternaria, Penicillium, Curvularia, Rhizopus, Rhizoctonia, Verticillum, Phytophthora, Chitomium, Sclerotium, Pythium, and Phytophthora. These are some of them. There are a long list. If you could see some pathology book, that would give you a long list of plants which are disease-causing microbes, fungi. Fungi like Mammonia, Echinata, Strichozetra, and Trichoderma hazaricum inhibit growth of pathogenic fungi. This is example you can see. They can be used for biological control of pathogenic. They are harmful to them. In our case, they are useful for us because they are can be used as a biological agents. Microbes competition is always there. Competition in human, competition in plants, competition in animals, competition between plants and animals, competition between higher plants and lower plants, higher plants and microbes, and competition among the microbes. All kind of competition occurs. Competition occurs for a thing, for a matter, for a substance which is in short supply. Soil microbes compete with higher plants for available nutrients as they can quickly absorb essential nutrients because they have intimate contact with the soil particle, with the soil solution, so they can absorb in a better way than the higher plants. Competition is severe for some of the substances like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, potassium, micronutrients. Thus, higher plants are affected severely from nutrient deficiency. This is an example how microbes can compete. You can see in this encircled area, the black one is the root, and around root lot of microbes are there. Roots are thicker, slow absorber, but these microbes, one thing, two, three, you can say A, B, C, they absorb more than the other. So soil microbes, they compete with higher plants. Competition amongst soil organisms. ये नहीं है कि जी ये आपस में compete नहीं करते, ये आपस में भी बड़े जालिम में लड़ते झगड़ते हैं. Competition occurs among soil organisms for various resources, especially nutrients and food. These are some of the examples you can see. Microbes are there in a common soil, they do compete, they have their own mechanism. Depletion of soil oxygen, yes. Since microorganisms they live in soil, soil is a little bit complex system where gaseous exchange always become a problem. So soil organism or roots, they respire, they are more efficient in respiration and their activity. So higher the activity, higher would be the consumption of the oxygen and there would be addition of the carbon dioxide. So they increase carbon dioxide even sometime reaching to the toxic level, and they decrease oxygen sometime to the lethal level. Oxygen deficiency adversely affects plants, higher plants, their roots, or other macro animals in the soil. Oxidized form of several elements such as nitrogen, sulfur, iron, manganese are further reduced by microbial action. Reduced forms may change to gaseous form like ammonia, nitrite, sulfide, which are lost to the atmosphere. This causes depletion of the nutrients. Thus, microbe cause nutrient deficiency and toxicities in soil directly and indirectly. Production of antibiotics. This is a lab zonation that soil bacteria, actinomycetes, fungi produce antibiotic substances like streptomycin, penicillin, patulin, and oromycin that inhibit the root growth and beneficial bacteria or fungi. Here you can see there is a zone of inhibition around the particle. Production of allelochemicals. This is another way that some bacteria or roots of our plants, they can produce harmful substances. Allelochemical substances are substances which are metabolic waste or secretions which inhibit the growth or germination or production or development of the other organism. Phenolic compounds, cinnamic compounds, caffeine compounds, various some 14 groups of allelochemicals are there which are used in allelopathy. So this you can see in the yellow circle, these are the microbes which are moving towards or which are producing substances to the plant, and this one plant has become unhealthy. So root competition, shoot competition, always they are there. Allelopathy by higher plants, this is against microbes. You can see the same diagram a little bit further explained that higher plants produce substances which inhibits growth, spore germination or activity of microorganism. We would be discussing this in detail when we come to the topic on allelopathy, there is allelopathy of higher plants against a microbe, microbe against a microbe, higher plants, microbe against a higher plant. So all possibilities, 4 or 5 possibilities are there. Production of toxins. There are poisonous chemical compounds produced by microorganisms that can cause some disorders, diseases when present at low concentration in the body of the human. Target is an example. Penicillium is an example. Antibiotic substance is there. So poorly aerated soil reduction is the major chemical process during decay. Reduced products such as organic acids, aldehydes, vanillin, strongly toxic to many higher plants, roots of higher plants, or even to higher organisms. Removal of water and solutes by the roots, again, this is a way whereby they can compete with each other. Removal the microbes or microorganisms, they are in a better position to use water because of intimate contact with the roots, contact with the soil, contact with the soil solution or with the soil solutes. For example, a total root length of 4-month-old rye plant. Rye plant was 240 kilometers with a total surface of 639 मीटर. 240 किलोमीटर लंबा अगर राई 4 महीने का राई का पौधा आप जमा करें तो वो इतनी लंबी लेंथ उसकी हो जाएगी. You can imagine now what would happen to the water, what would happen to the solutes. Prosopis roots may penetrate as deep as 53 meters in search of water and nutrients. This is a desert plant. Roots of some xerophytes penetrate more deeper in the soil. Roots of most grasses are surface feeders. Grasses are some plants, they are surface feeders. They don't penetrate very deep, but they expand horizontally, cover a larger area. ये अगर आप zonation की बात करें तो roots have zonation, surface feeder, mid feeders, deep feeders. So Prosopis 53 meters means this is a deep feeder, or grasses with a shallow root system, they are surface feeders. This is an example you can see. डेट पाम है, आप देखें डेट पाम को कि कहाँ तक इसकी रूट्स गई हैं, 5 मीटर तक. There are some shallow root system, there is deeper system 5 मीटर. Bushes को आप देखें 4 और 5 के बीच में हैं, and few of them. Legume को देखें यहाँ, grasses को देखें, they are in the shallow zone. Rainfall water जो है ये cacti बिल्कुल surface पे है. So root penetration is important. Extensive root system efficiently extracts water, causing drying out of the soil. It affects leaching, mineralization of humus and other related processes. Root can absorb soluble minerals that are ultimately returned to the soil as a litter. Thus, roots play a vertical role in the vertical cycling, that is, nutrients moving down to the soil, taken up by the roots, and roots then provided to the shoots. Shoots die and they again provided to the soil. Loss of irrigation water. अब ये वही बात है कि जहाँ पे burrows बनेंगे, स्पेशली burrows by the larger animals, तो इरेशन ज़्यादा अच्छी होगी, मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर ज़्यादा होगा. जब मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर ज़्यादा होगा तो इट वुड बी लास्ट. अगर आप कभी ज़मींदार से पूछें तो इन देयर फील्ड्स दे नो द एरियाज कि वेयर दे वुड से दा जाए कि यार उबगाए बशी सदी विसूरी दी पकी मंगकान दी पकी गारून दी पकी. So extensive burrows and tunnels are made by soil organism. By burrowing the soil organism, including rodents, badgers, porcupines, jackal, shrew, hedgehog, gerbils, mice, ground rats, rabbits, squirrels, pocket gophers, prairie dogs, lizards, kangaroo rats and snakes. ये सारे के सारे बड़े गार बनाते हैं और कुछ बर्ड्स भी बनाते हैं. तो ज़ाहिर है कि दे फैसिलिटेट movement of the water or water is wasted. Such burrows allow rapid infiltration and drainage, result in the loss of the irrigation water and also added nutrients. यहाँ पे आप देखें two things would be clear. You could see soil out of the in this middle picture. It is varied. Soil from the depth has been brought to the surface. Here also it has been brought to the surface. Now one way is that this is causing aeration. This is causing mixing of the soil, but at the same time this causes loss of the water. Similarly, ants, they also cause this behavior. Thank you very much.